This video is designed to introduce you to what social work looks like at a school in Uganda. This school is located in Lukaya, approximately 2 hours from the capital city of Kampala. Perhaps what makes Lukaya most significant is that it sits on a major roadway that connects major cities such as Kampala and Masaka, and is a route often frequented by truck drivers traveling from other countries such as the Congo, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Kenya. Now, while Lukaya cannot be described as an urban area, it is certainly distinct from many of the rural areas and villages that surround it, as the shipping route has allowed Lukaya to grow based upon restaurants, hotels, sex work, and other industries that cater to the shipping business. During this video, you will be hearing from the general manager and the social worker at the school in Lukaya. These individuals will be discussing the challenges that are faced in their home community, how the school was started and what services it offers, the specific responsibilities of the social worker at the school, and some of the ongoing needs that they have. So let's start by hearing a bit more about the challenges that are faced in the local community of Lukaya.
There are many families here, more especially the children that we are dealing with are very poor, that they cannot even access 2,000 shillings a day for usage at home. So that is the main problem in those families, because you find that when you don't have money, you will not get all the necessities of life. It is very difficult here in Uganda. The government does not provide anything to anyone, so you have to look for do whatever is possible to get the money for the necessities you want.
Okay.
Then the second thing, most of our children here are orphans. They don't have parents. They are living with aunts. They are living with their uncles, their grandmothers. In most cases, the grandmothers are very old and cannot cater for these children to the extent that we need. Now, I didn't know that there is a group of very poor people when I was in Kampala. Only I got that experience when I came to Lukaya and started working. Because at campus I had to sit there, they provide me with everything. But now I'm able to go to the field to see whatever is taking place. So it was surprising. There are some homes that are really in bad. You just pity them.
By mere looking at the place, you can even see the needs and the problems that exist in Lukaya. This is the town where we have a number of single mothers who have children, and the children have no fathers. At the same time, when you look at the economic activities in Lukaya, much of it is prostitution, working in the bars, working in those small, the so-called hotels, and each day they are producing children, and there is high rate of AIDS, HIV/AIDS spreading, so there are even orphans in a big number. The initial idea was to have a kindergarten and daycare for those little ones. As I told you, that the parents we have here, most of them are single mothers. They could run to the bars, if you move down, you see where they sell roasted banana. So they could leave the kids, those young kids, just at home, or with the neighbors, or anywhere. And those kids don't get attention, they don't get care, they don't get the motherly care they needed. So our initial idea was to have a place which can keep these kids for at least those hours during the day when the parent is busy running up and down looking for survival. Because they don't leave the kid there because they want to leave them there, but they have also to survive. So it was to have a daycare and nursery school. just to cater for the little ones, 3 years to 6. When we started it, like after a year, when we saw our kids doing well, we said, how should we let our kids to go? What can we do? We said, no, let's retain them. We started the primary one, just one class. When they went to primary 2, we said, should we let them go? We said, no, can we take to another level? So we've been growing class each year. We are introducing sustainable activities like agriculture. We have the fish farming, we have the poultry farming, vegetable growing, as some of the sustainable projects. The purpose of that is to reduce on the expenses on some of the things that we use at school. For example, we have to grow these vegetables. If we don't grow them, we have to buy them. So it's one of contributing to the overhead costs that we incur at school. At the same time, it's a learning area. Sometimes a learning area. It also supplements on the health sector, whereby it improves the nutrition of the students as well as the faculty, all the staff. The first thing is, why is it necessary to feed the children? An empty sucker cannot stand. And it's one of the cause why some schools are performing poorly. Imagine a kid waking up early in the morning, going to school, spend the whole day there without eating, and you are pumping things in his or her head. Where does that kid get the ability to grasp what you are pumping in them? 2, most of our kids don't get enough food at home. That's the truth. At least let them have those 2 meals here. We believe we can survive till the following day. We got this information from the children themselves, or even the home visits we used to make. Most of the families cannot afford to have meals, 2 meals at home. So we said the first thing we can do is to feed the body, then we feed the brain. So we had to make food our number one. Most of our parents are unable to afford paying the medical bills. And if it was a challenge to teach a child who is sick and who has not get any treatment at home, and we thought it that way, that we need at least, can I say, first level of treatment. We don't treat all the illnesses, but the common ones like malaria, flu, stomach pains. We got a grant, and that grant funds the clinic. It pays the 2 staff who are there, the supplies, and we can treat those children here.
Now, as I've been here, I also know that you're participating on this campus in a couple of other health activities, such as the Mustard Seed Health team.
Yes.
Could you maybe talk about them a little bit?
That came up as a way of sensitizing the community on these health concerns. And we have to begin with the school as our community. So we had to get a team of students who can spread this message to their colleagues. Then we plan even to extend it to the community outside the school. And that was the purpose of having this campus life center. The grant we got from PEFA to have a room where we can have outreach training we cooperate, we sensitize them on health concerns, but we have to begin with the school itself.
We used Uganda Cares, that is above there. So we tested the whole school, and if those who were found with the virus, who were infected, we called their parents and counseled them. Some of them didn't know, others knew. And the children were already enrolled on ARVs. So we called the parents, we talked to them, then we got some, we directed them to Uganda Cares, and they are on treatment. There are some children who are total orphans here, and those are the children that you find at Rafah's. At Rafah's, it is a home of the children who are most vulnerable at school. Some of them don't have parents, some of them were found at the streets, and then they are brought to a home. So we have to make them feel at home, like the way it is their own home, not a school board, a boarding school or whatever, but it is their own home. I have to see that they are fed well, they are given the necessities, they go to school in time, their welfare, and all that. As a social work here, I have to look at the welfare of the children. All the children, we have what we call SAC. It is called Sponsor a Child. So I cater for all of those children, almost the whole school, because our students here, a few of them pay the money, who have not yet got the sponsors. So it is my obligation to see that they get their necessities before they get the books, the pens, and all that what is used at school. I see how they live at home, their sleeping, their bedding, all of that. So with Rafah's, I have to monitor and evaluate all the activities that take place, like the eating, have they gone to school, have they got the necessities that they need, their health, are they okay, like all that thing. I may go to the market, buy some necessities of Rafah's children and some other children who are in SAC. SAC is Sponsor a Child. So the other one is called SAC, Sponsor a Child Family. It is called SAC Family. But this one is called SAC. So those ones who don't live with us at Rafah's belong to the SAC program. And those ones who live with us belong to the SAC Family program. So I go and purchase necessities of those children at SAC Family, and even those who might need some necessities at the SAC program. So after there, I make home visits. That one is maybe one of my main obligation, and to put that good relationship between the school and the parents, such that we have a healthy relationship. We are working together. It is my obligation.
Okay.
So it is me to meet the parents socially. Apart from the PTA, we have to meet the parents socially to talk to what transpires at school and how our children behave and how they do it, their life. So it is me. That healthy relationship is mine. It belongs to me. Then in sometimes I make follow-up of the children, because you might find some children are traumatized at home and have a lot of problems at home. So it is not very easy for a child to capture all that the teacher is saying in class when he's facing some problems at home or in the way when coming to school. So it is me to see that this child, how does the child relate, how does she deal, how does she do that. So that is, I make follow-up and see, because here in Lukaya we have instances where even parents leave their children in their houses and go for a week. So you find it difficult for this child to get all the necessities of life while he or she is one at home. So it is my obligation. Sometimes they come to me and tell me, social worker, my parent left She has spent 2 weeks without. Some of them go to the landing site to make some money. So it is my role to see that these children have a healthy life. These children here have got, some have been traumatized with violence and whatever. So they have those problems and they run through their mind. Because someone who has been violated, it is very difficult to settle that person. So it is my work at least to see that I counsel, I give guidance to this child such that he gets out of that, the mind gets out of that, is violence free.
We need to look at other outreach activities like sensitizing the community, more on their responsibilities over the children, the rights of the children, and the benefits of raising a child in a good environment. Whether you are rich or not, a kid, there are so many things you can do to your children which can make them live a happy life. So we need to extend to the community itself by having some services with them.
We still have so many orphans who would like to join this Master BC. Because of they do not have the sponsors. We still have some, we call them good Samaritans, to come in to help those poor, the needy, the orphans, and we need water. Water here is a problem because when it is shine like this drought season, people suffer. They don't know, they don't have where to get water from. So we need the water source, which is easy for somebody to fetch water from that water source. We need the food, but in terms of food, it's good to train people how to dig and get food. So maybe we need maybe some workshops to train our people to how to dig and get food to eat. But it's also a problem because many people do not have much to eat.
Now, I think we need some small, they are called small income generating activities like poultry, which can help us get that immediate money, or that's where we need some money, we are able to do something, we sell something, then we get. So even the people in the community need that because they are so poor. And they need some income generating activities such that they get a living, or they are able to buy a bar of soap, 1 kilogram of sugar for their well-being. Yeah.
Then on the side of, can I say, sponsorship, we need a big support on that side. We've been studying in temporary structures. I don't know if you know that. Since 2005, we've been under temporary shelters. We rented areas. We moved from one place to another, but with some plans of getting to a permanent place.